Good morning, Mr. Rupert Baird.
Yes, that's correct, that's me.
I wonder, could I have a word? I'm from the BBC. I'm on the team of Nationwide. The story is up there. Although your name is Rupert Baird, you're really Rupert Bear.
Well, there we are. My secret's out. I'm glad for all our sakes. Come, let's sit down. The weather's fine. We'll have some tea and cake. It's true, my mummy's name was Baird. She could have called me Freddie. She didn't want a girl or boy. She was hoping for a teddy. So while she was expecting me, her darling little Bruin, she just sat reading Rupert's books and drinking Mother's ruin.
I see, so when you came along, she didn't think it funny to bring you up as Rupert Bear.
By no means pass the honey. She dressed me in a yellow scarf and trousers with big checks. She taught me how to speak in rhyme and not to mention sex. When we played soldiers on the lawn, instead of Colonel Bogey, Teddy Bear's Picnic was our tune. You ask my brother Yogi.
A brother? Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, yes, in fact, I've two. One's hardly out of nappies.
And what do you call him?
Pooh. My sister's 20 and she's become more civilized, you'll find.
I see. A sort of girl in front, but with a bear behind.
Her name is Sheba, and she wears a fur coat, sleek and black. And when she hugs, she has been known to break a fellow's back.
But tell me, Rupert, do you have a special sort of mother to bring you up this way?
Why, no, she's just like any other. But like all mummies and their kids, she's proud as proud can be. Come, let's go inside and meet her, if you finished up your tea. Oh, here she comes. I've had my tea and got a nice full tummy. This man's from Nationwide, and he's had all the honey, mummy.
Morning.
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 Lovely day, isn't it?
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day.
Chilly but crisp.
Frosty but nice.
Bracing and bright.
Nip in the air.
Good for the blood.
Gives you a glow.
Spring in your step.
Makes you feel good.
Top of the world.
Walking on air.
So full of beans.
I quite agree.
Been for your holes?
At the weekend.
Anywhere nice?
Cornwall for us. Same every year. Booked it all up. Bought Tootaloo.
Bought Tootaloo.
Monty for me.
Going abroad. Fiddle-dee-dee.
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 Seen this bit here?
What does it say?
Says that a man, age 42, took a young girl back to his flat, gave her some drinks, then she passed out. When she woke up, she was in bed, in the Near East, and nothing else. Know what I mean? Man of the world. Need I say more? Words of the wise.
Oh, you're a one.
Rubbish like that makes me feel sick. Who wants to read that sort of filth? Vicars and scouts, orgies and drugs, bosoms and boots, brazen young bits, flaunting their flesh, showing their thighs, all that they've got. World's in a mess. Going to pot. Sign of the times. God, I feel hot. Think I'll strip off.
Have you gone mad?
I think he snapped. Gone round the twist.
Give us a kiss.
Get back, you fool!
I want a kiss.
Leave her alone.
Keep out of this.
I knew you cared. I had a hunch. Come to my arm. Mind my packed lunch.
No, you're not here.
Now is the time. I want you now.
George, is this wise?
I love your lips. I love your eyes. I love your nose.
Take me by force.
I love your... Here's Terry Crews. I say, I'm most awfully sorry. I don't know what came over me.
It's quite all right. Say no more about it. Just one of those things. George.
Thank you so much.
Wouldn't mind, but it's the same thing every day.
One thing about these white people, they got a great sense of rhythm.
Good evening. My name is Professor Gevista Onfanger Pitten. And tonight we have a Swedish lesson for you, but with a difference. It is in Norwegian. Now, I expect some of you are wondering why I am dressed as a waiter. It is because tonight our lesson is entitled In the Restaurant, or as we say in Sweden, In the Restaurant. But before we go over to the scene, let me explain that as we act out our little drama for you, there will be on the screen subtitles, which, as you know, are used in Swedish films and which are necessary to explain to the English people what is going on in the bedroom scenes. But to make it easier, we spell it out for you. We use only one letter for each word. Now, this also helps with the pronunciation. Instead of putting thus, hello, we put thus, L-O. You see? And similarly, here we have P-T. You see? P-T. And here we have C-T. And here we have another picture for you. Now, come with me and we will begin the lesson. L-O L-O R-U-B-C Yes, we are BC.
L-O.
L-O
L-O.
L-O.
F-U-N-E-X.
S, B-F-X.
F-U-N-E-M.
9.
I-F-C-D-M.
V-F and 10 E-M.
A. B-F-M.
Ah.
Oh.
C. D-M.
O-S, V-F-M.
Okay. M-N-X.
M and X.
F-U-N-E-T.
1 T.
1 T.
Okay. M, X, and T. M, X, and T for 1.
V-F-M 10-E-X.
You said U-F-X.
Y-F-N-U-N-E-X.
I-F-E 10-M.
Silly cow.
What do we want with cakes and ham when we got plum and apple jam? Yes, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our own jam roly-poly, the succulent, the never-truculent. Please welcome Mrs. Mills. Oh, you beautiful glad, you great big beautiful glad. I can't get my arms around you, needs an army to surround you. Oh, you beautiful glad, you great big beautiful glad. If I ever lost you, how my heart would break, 'cause you're the jelly that I love to take. Oh, 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 you beautiful glad.
Oh Johnny, how you can love. Oh Johnny, heavens above. You make our glad's heart jump with joy. When you're around me, I can't see what you're up to, Johnny. Like you said, that's lovely a bit. Now you've confused me so. I'm so anxious because I don't know which bit it was. Oh Johnny, oh.
If you were the only girl in the world,
world, and you were the only boy.
What a lot of trouble we'd be in today.
I would love to love you,
But there ain't no way.
a Garden of Eden just made for two.
Leaves no room for me at all.
I would play such wonderful things for you.
I would make your tiniest dreams come true.
If you were the only boy in the world.
And you were the Albert Hall.
Don't let the waiter go home. I'm awake and I want to go to bed. I had a funny feeling about an hour ago, and it wasn't in my head. No matter where I roam, on land or sea or foam, I shall never find a sailor on a night like this. So don't let the waiter go home.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. When you're around, dear, I feel so good. Cool in the summer, warm in the winter, providing shade for the whole neighborhood. The other night, dear,
Oh, yeah.
as I lay sleeping,
Oh, dear.
I dreamt that you were by my side. The bed collapsed, dear, and so perhaps, dear, it's just as well, dear, that you're not my bride. Still, keep the home fires burning.
I shall sit here yearning in my flannel underwear till the boys come home. But I can't help pining. It's this itchy lining.
Turn the damn things inside out till the boys come home. Oh, drink up, Mrs. Mills, drink up, Mrs. Mills. Under the table you must go, underneath the piano. Gotta keep your strength up, there's gold in the hills. Drink up, dunk up, give me a bunk up, drink up, Mrs. Mills. Hey! After the show is over, when you come home once more, I'll take a cab to Crockford's.
I've got to scrub this floor.
Back in my rooms in Belgravia, where the champagne will flow.
I'll curl up inside the piano after the show.
Now that the show is over, hope you have had some fun. Hearing some golden oldies, favorites everyone. Now is the time to leave you. Now we have got to go. Let's hope the pubs are still open after the show.
I
don't know what Gower and Botham use on their cricket bats. I suppose things have all changed since my young day, but I always advocated the use of linseed oil now. Good heavens! Is he still around? I beg your pardon? Lindsay Doyle. Lindsay Doyle, is he still around? He's a very dear friend of mine. I haven't seen him for ages. How is he? No, I'm awfully sorry. You're misunderstanding. I was just talking about the use of linseed oil on cricket bats. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Sorry, I didn't realise. I shouldn't be trying. Would you carry on? Yes, so sorry. Please do continue. No, I think our pitch, of course, isn't ideal, but I determine, come hell or high water. Good heavens, do you know her? Camilla Highwater. Do you know her? Camilla Highwater. She's a very, very dear friend of mine. Look, excuse me, would you forgive me? Yes, would you forgive me? I'm addressing my remarks. Oh, hello, Myra. May I call you Myra? Miss Marksome has seemed sort of quite formal, doesn't it? Myra, if you don't mind. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Carry on your conversation. Any more you'd like to meet? Oh, yes, Annie. Hello, Annie. How are you? How lovely to meet you. Look, is there nothing I say that doesn't remind you of someone you know? Well, I'm sorry, I didn't. No, it's all right. Now, what was I saying? Oh, yes, this is sangria, isn't it? It's an awfully intoxicating drink, you know, sangria. Mind you, I'm the sort of character that gets giddy on shandy. Giddy on shandy? I have to be very careful, pick my words very carefully, because I can see more coming. See more coming. Anyone seen the new show at the Opera House? The Barbara Seville? At the risk of being called a Philistine, I would say that it's fully Des Irving of its bad reviews. No, I think we're all right now. What was I saying? Oh, yes, the pitch. I actually caught a child playing soccer on it the other day. I did, yes. Well, of course, I was forced to order him off it. Order him off it? Oh. I'm sorry, you're becoming a perfect albatross. Oh, how nice of you. Albatross, how very nice of you. He was a sweetie, Albatross. If there's anybody in the whole wide world I'd care to be compared to, it is he. You see, it's all to no avail. No avail? Did he mention me, then? That is my name. No avail. You can call me Noah, if you like. Noah. It's much more friendly. You know, considering how many people and friends we have in common, I think we ought to get together one evening. What about tomorrow night? Tomorrow night? Oh, yes, I know her very well. Strange she should have a Russian first name, isn't it? Tomorrow night, considering she comes from Stepney. Look, Friday, dinner, my place. You know, I'm rather good in the kitchen. I always feel a meal you cook yourself. Yes, Amelia Cook, that's who I'm having dinner. Well, you can't be. She died last week. Surely not. Surely not was at the funeral. He'll tell you. Look, Shirley Knott is the one I'm coming to dinner with, yes. Shirley Knott is. I've known her for years, ever since I used to spot her at the Buxton. Used to spot her? At the Buxton? Good heavens, don't they that to him? Goodness me, she's the man she's going to marry. Rather him than me. Good heavens. I mean, she's a tart. Oh, I mean, until recently, she was the red light district's Lois Turner. Oh, I think that's rather fair on Lois Turner. Lois Turner's rather nice, I always think. Rather well-groomed. I always feel her hair's very Natalie Dunn. Well, simply because Natalie Dunn's a very good hairdresser. The trouble with Natalie Dunn is she can't do anything without consulting her horoscope. Horoscope? Horoscope, that twit? Don't tell me she moves in his moronic orbit. Ronic orbit? Who's Ronic orbit?
Come on, I've had enough. Are we going to stand here and let them bore us rigid? Let's go and see that guy standing over there.
Who's guy standing? Well, who's Boris Richard? Name droppers.
Now, many of you here tonight will know that Cain and Abel and Hampstead Heath are Cockney rhyming slang. Cain and Abel means table, and Hampstead Heath means teeth. We are glad to welcome tonight a large group of Cockney worshippers to Evensong, and it is to them that I wish to address my sermon. I want to tell you a story. A long time ago, in the days of the Israelites, there lived a poor man. He had no trouble and strife. She had run off with a tea leaf some years before, and he now lived with his eldest bricks and mortar, Mary. And being very short of bees and honey, unable to pay the Burton on Trent, he was tempted to go forth into the Bristol city and see what he could half-inch. He would say to Mary, his bricks and mortar, "I will take a ball of chalk into the town and buy some tobacco for my cherry ripe." And he would put on his almond rocks and his dicky dirt and his round the houses and set off down the Frog and Toad until he reached the outskirts of the Bristol. And people would stare at him, for his dicky dirt was torn. His howdy-doos were full of holes. And his coat was very Westminster Abbey. He was also somewhat unclean, being too poor to purchase any Cape of Good Hope. His bushel and peck was extremely 230. And people passed by on the other side to avoid the pen and ink. He was truly an ugly man. His north and south drooped, his mince pies were watery, and he had a big red eye, suppose. One day his bricks and mortar gave him some money, saying, "Here is a saucepan lid, go and buy food, a loaf of Uncle Fred and a pound of standard ease. But do not tarry in the town, and bring me back what is left of the money to buy myself some new underwear. I need a new pair of early doors. For my present ones are full of holes, and I am in a continual George raft." But instead of returning with the bees and honey for his bricks and mortar's early doors, he made his way to the rubber-dub for a tumble down the sink and indulged himself freely on the bottle. And he became very Elephant's Trunk and Mozart. And when the landlord of the rubber-dub called Bird Lime, the man set off back towards his cat and mouse, reeling about all over the Frog and Toad and drunkenly humming a stewed prune. And it came to Khyber Pass that as he staggered along, he saw on the pavement a small brown Richard III. And he stared at it, lying there at his plates of meat. And he said, "Oh, small brown Richard III, how lucky I did not step on you." And he picked it up, and he put it on top of a wall where no one could step on it. And a rich 4x2-ish merchant, who witnessed the deed, put his hand into his skyrocket and took out a Lady Godiva and handed it to the man, saying, "I saw you pick up that Richard III and remove it from the pavement, and that was a kindly act. Take this Lady Godiva for your froth and bubble." And the man took it and went on his way, and the Richard III flew back to its nest. Now, when the man arrived home, his daughter was sitting by the Jeremiah on her favorite Lionel Blair. And she arose angrily and said, "Once again you come home, Elephant's Trunk and Mozart. You have spent all the money I gave you. Now I cannot have my new pair of early doors. Neither can I have wine, as you do." And the man said, "Fear not, here is a Lady Godiva, which I earned by a kindly act." And the woman was overjoyed and said, "Thank you, father. Now I can have my pair of early doors. Verily, that kindly act has ensured that I have more than enough to cover my bottle and glass."
We might have time for games of bridge. What a good
hello, Roger. I say, hold it down, folks. Hold it down. I'd like you all to meet Roger, who's just moved into the village. Roger.
Put it down, Roger. I'll come.
Very much, thank you. 3 cheers for Roger. Oh, very nice. Well, I must say this is a bit of a surprise.
Surprise? In what way, Roger?
Well, the fellow who told me was obviously talking through his hat, but I mean, before I moved here to Nether Edgeley, I was told that you were all, well, it's awful to say, you're all, you know, a bit clannish.
Oh,
Yes, no, he said to me that you were very unfriendly to newcomers.
Unfriendly to newcomers, us?
Would you like a cigar, Roger?
No, thank you.
A drink.
Borrow my car for the weekend.
Or my wife.
You see, obviously we're not unfriendly to newcomers. Right, now let's settle down. Less frivolity, ladies and gentlemen. Let's settle down to discuss the very serious subject of this year's village fete. All right, now, I've made a little list as usual, but for God's sake, if anyone objects to anything I've asked them to do, please shout out, won't you, straight away, and we'll change it. Now, first of all, Henry, Lucky Dip. All right, Henry?
Fine by me, George.
Good. Daphne, Bring and Buy Store. Yes. Claude, second-hand bookstore. Yes,
Right.
of course. Marjorie, Homemade Preserves, dear. That's it. Ben, I thought White Elephant Stall this time. All right. Marion, Bric-a-Brac Bazaar. Yes, dear. And Peter, Pin the Tail to the Donkey. All right? Yeah, don't get it wrong like you did last year. Country Craft Stall. All right, dear. And Roger, the skydiving. Now, this time, I thought, to open the fete, we ought to get a television personality.
Excuse me.
Yes, what is it, Roger?
Excuse me. I don't know. Was I imagining that? Because did you say that you skydiving?
Yes, I put it down in skydiving. Now, as I was saying, a television personality is really needed to open the fete. What's the matter, Roger? Now,
Excuse me. I don't want to be an awful nuisance, but I'd rather not do the skydiving if you don't mind. If you don't mind.
No, we don't mind, do we, gang? We don't mind.
Rog can do anything he wants to.
Yes, don't worry. No, I'll put you down for something else. I'll put you down for the lion taming. There we go. As I say, we must have a television personality because everyone.
I'm sorry. I'd really rather not do the lion taming either, if you don't mind.
Well, it's only for the one performance.
Yes, I'm sure. Yes. I'd be happier doing something else.
Well, all right, fine. Yes, no, don't worry. I'll put you down for something else. Yes, I'll put you down for. Let's see. I'll put you down for that there. Right. Now then, we must get. I thought of getting Arthur Needless. You see, he'd be very good.
Excuse me,
Or
what's
if
that?
we can't get him,
I said-
maybe
I said, what
Patrick
is that?
Moore, or getting Angela Rippon. No,
I'm sorry. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Unless anyone else
Excuse
has
me,
any
I don't want to do. I don't want to be the moving target in the archery competition. I don't want to be that. Would you put me there? I don't want to be the moving target in the archery competition.
Very well, Roger. Very well. I'll put you down for the surprise item. All right.
What surprise?
Well, it's a surprise, isn't it?
Yes, I know, but I mean, what sort of surprise?
Well, it does involve a crocodile.
Wrestling with it, I shouldn't wonder.
Well, if you want to escape from the snake pit, yes, you will.
It is true what this fella said. You are unfriendly to newcomers.
Us unfriendly?
You're the one who's unfriendly.
Yes, you obviously don't want to take part in this year's village fete.
I do want to take part in the fete, but I want to take part in next year's as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, has anyone any objection if I let Roger look after the bingo this year?
You can't, George.
You always look after the bingo.
You looked after the bingo for years.
Well, maybe it's time someone else looked after it. Hey? What do you think? Now, what do you think? Would you be happy looking after the bingo?
Yes, I would.
You sure? Now,
I would
sure.
love to.
No objections at all.
I'd love to look
that
after
would
the
settle
bingo.
it, would it? You
Yes.
would happy to look
Yes.
after the bingo.
Bingo.
Right? Ladies and gentlemen, Roger will this year look after the bingo. All right? Right. I think we better actually have a practice. Lads, sort out the bingo, would you? Come on, you better have a look.
Yes,
Here we
right.
are. Now, this is the bucket here. That's the bucket. And there's the rope.
What's on the end of the rope?
The bingo.
Oh, I
Open
see.
the cage, that's fine. That's it.
That's all we have time for tonight, but before we go, the late news. Yes, first, this afternoon's Tipperary games. In the final of the tug of war, both teams were
the National Institute of Cutting Known Economic Resources, double urgent, or knickers to you. Now, what does all this mean? Well, firstly, we've cut the armed services. And here's the new streamlined Army Brigade. 2 men, one to fire the gun, and the other to ask for the bullet back. And Lance Corporal Hackett has reported sick. What's more, we're putting the army on a one-day week, so unless the Russians attack on a Monday, we'll be closed. Now, the Navy will remain on at full strength, but we will be using a cheaper missile launcher from Scotland. There it is. Members of the RAF will still be up there flying, although a much greater degree of skill will be demanded of them, as there won't be any aeroplanes. Now, what is wrong with this picture? Yes, you've spotted it. It's not the real Queen. As an economy, many famous people are being replaced by robots. And here is a bionic Clement Freud. It doesn't move, but it's indistinguishable from the real thing. We already have 4 Michael Heseltines sitting on various committees. There they are. Androids, I hear you cry. And you can get them if you sit on too many committees. And what about overproduction? Well, this is the European jockstrap mountain, sometimes known as St. Michael's Mount. Tightening of our hold on underpants should lead to a slackening off in production. Now, transport. People have pointed out that due to cuts, the London Scunthorpe motorway only goes as far as my home in Potter's Bar. Well, who wants to go to Scunthorpe anyway? And it will be extended as soon as I move to Royston. Now, this ticket here is British Rail's new Stay Away Day. How does it work? Well, you travel to a secret destination and we close down the line before you come back. The Trans-Siberian Railway is open, of course, so you can still go to the Urals, but not while the train is standing in the station. And we'll cut education. Eton and Harrow will come down to half size and merge with Sandwich College. So we'll get a narrow Harrow and a half-Eton sandwich. Sport? Well, here's a new government racket. There it is for cheaper doubles. Wimbledon will be simplified this year. In the mixed doubles, Joan Collins will play with everyone. Danny LaRue will play in the mixed singles. And McEnroe will provide his own ball boy. But where do you come in? Well, there are many ways to cut your outgoings. Cut your heating costs by using night storage solar panels. Yes, that takes a little longer, that one. Now, if you have to dial the speaking clock, wait till 6 and get the cheaper rates. And do use these new economical inventions. Here we are, the ultimate oven-ready chicken. It has roller skates instead of feet, instant meals on wheels. There we go. Now, our metal saving scheme here, the metal saving scheme, there it is. We put holes in all the tins. Here, for example, is a lovely tin of cockaliki soup. Yes, soup in a basket. Plenty of leaky, but very little of anything else. And lastly, government. Parliament will be halved and many members cut down to size, including Mr. Foote, who will be reduced to 6 inches. The Liberal Party will be allowed only 3 seats, which means there'll only be room for Cyril Smith. Well, there you have it. I myself am going back to Whitehall now, and by tonight I shall be completely cut myself. But who cares? Tell you the truth, I'm half cut already. Good night.